fade back in on Harborvale, a coastal town striving to rebuild. Its residents tread warily on the unsteady ground that has eroded beneath their feet. Despite the community's tenuous air of relief and recovery, there are still so many secrets to unveil.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the struggle to contain it.
Secrets of vengeance, biding their time.
Secrets of alluring control, washed onto the shore.
Secrets of the beast within and the desire to release it.
And as we tear back the veil of these silent secrets, we shall uncover the truth of what it requires to live beside the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, the Soup Group ended their school day. Isla was doing some more diabolical planning. Avery got socked in the face by Gael. Kanan met up with Holden in a closet. They made out a little bit, but then also they and Jason came to help Avery post-punch. They chatted about what was happening and made some plans thereafter. Before we begin the episode, of course, a couple of thank yous to get through. First and foremost, thank you Ghostlight Media for having us. We love being here. We love you all. So thanks. Big thank you to the Nicole Tuttle-Robb for all of her incredible work, all she does around the network. We love you. Thank you so much. And then to my terrific cast, just y'all, thanks for being flexible with me at all times, because I'm a bit of a scatterbrain boy, and you all make my life easy. So thanks. But with all that out of the way, all that is left is the episode, so let us dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets Beside the Bay. All right,
let's go.
So Jason, we pick up right where we left off. You, Avery, Kanan, you were sitting outside after Avery just got punched in the face. You brought her ice. Kanan got in touch with Holden, and it sounded like the stew crew were coming to meet you. However, while you're sort of sitting, you do get a phone call from your mother.
Okay. I pick it up.
You
You
answer the phone. Hi. I got discharged.
Oh, good. Nice. You're all.
Yeah.
Any warnings? Any?
I mean, take it easy was about it.
Right.
But I'm gonna go meet this Agent Mashburn. Do you want to come?
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what he's doing.
Awesome.
I kind of don't want you to go on your own.
I'm meeting him over at Edgar Allan Joe. Do you want to meet me over there? Is that what we decided to call it? It's Edgar Allan Joe, right?
I think it's Edgar Allan Joe's. Is it Joe's Possessive or is it Edgar Allan Joe?
I think it's just Edgar Allan Joe.
I think it's just the Joe. I think you're right.
I'm going to meet him over at Edgar Allan Joe if you want to meet me there.
Sure.
Awesome. Hey, also a question. Have you seen Isla? Because she hasn't come home and...
Right. I don't think she's staying with us anymore.
Oh. What happened?
I think she's just gone...
It sounds complicated.
Yeah, it is. She's kind of doing her own thing
we can
right now.
We'll talk later about it. Yeah, I'm gonna head over there if you wanna come meet me.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you in a bit. I love you.
All right, love you too.
And she hangs up. Are you going to go meet your mom immediately then?
Pretty much, yeah. I think there's a moment of like, how do I get there? I guess the bike's probably
Did you bring the whip?
We'll assume the bike's around.
Yeah. Nice. So you head off, you get on your bike, head towards sort of the downtown area, towards Edgar Allan Joe. And you meet your mom there. She's waiting. She's like, you catch her like as she's like close to the front of the line, like she was going to get a coffee. Hey, do you want anything?
I got to remember the canon about what kind of coffee Jason
It was
drinks,
something Buck Wild, because that tends to be Jason's special.
But it was also just like French press coffee.
Well, like at your house, you have French press, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just get a iced white chocolate mocha.
That sounds really good, actually. Yeah, she's like, you got it. Grab us a table.
Sure.
And so yeah, you sit down. She brings coffee, and you guys are waiting a couple of minutes when in walks Agent Mashburn. The whole, like, maybe, like, 5'9" of him, scruffy black hair, not black, but brown hair, kind of, that sort of, like a button-down shirt with a tie, but, like, a cardigan over it.
Mm-hmm. He's an agent, but he's a cool
an FBI agent, but he's like a cool one. He's on the younger side. And it comes in. Chen's awesome, Jason. I'm glad to see you here as well. And he grabs a seat. Has a messenger bag with him that he sits down and kind of grabs a couple files out of. Okay, so Deborah, if you could walk me, I guess, to start through the events of the other day. What happened. And your mom begins kind of talking through, like, in veiled terms, like, she and Katrina, when they exercise together, they kind of go out into they're doing like yoga or something, make it seem very sort of crunchy, and a lot less they were beating the shit out of each other for exercise when they were attacked. And along the way, he says, so the people that attacked you, do you have any sort of descriptions of anyone? Sort of anything that maybe me and my colleagues could be looking out for? And, she gives you the description. They're all in suits, all wielding, strange kind of melee weapons. And, like, it's less like he's, like, absorbing new information. And, like, as he's, like, taking notes, like, it's, like, confirmation is kind of, like, what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And he's just going kind of back and forth with your mom. Do you interject about anything? Are there any sort of questions you end up asking?
I think during the bit of describing the assailants, I'll pop in and ask about Gael and just check in. And there was also like a younger, like, student age person with, like, dumb sunglasses. Right?
Sort of, just reading him, that sort of, it surprises him. He's you said like a high school age kid?
Yeah, like kind of scruffy brown hair, again, dumb sunglasses. He's super jacked.
Do you know
now.
This kid?
Yeah, his name is Gael Gunn. He goes to my school.
He really quickly, like, gets out, like, a phone, a cell phone. It's just like a flip phone, and
sure.
You can see types some T9 style, drafts the text and shoots it off. You can assume to, like, if he's working with anyone, being like, look into a Gael Gunn. All right, and so do you know? Do you have any idea of what sort of cause that they might have, Deborah, for? Or I mean, Jason, were you there for this, or is this just going off of?
I wasn't there for it. I just, after the fact, heard that Gael was in that, and I just know him personally.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's been weird at school recently. I don't know what's going on with him.
Exactly, it makes it like another note. You see, like, acting strangely at school. Like, reach out to principal ? I'm assuming you're just peeping what he's writing down as he's going. He's not being very secretive about the notes that he's taking, since it's information that you've all given. And he sets his pen down and kind of takes a breath. Just kind of, like, looking you two over a little bit. Not like, I'm trying to think of the more of that look of sort of understanding kind of happens, and he goes,
mm-hmm.
So, don't feel like you need to confirm, but I have a pretty good feeling about your connection to this. Both of you. And if it's what I'm guessing it is, I'm hoping you could lead me towards someone.
If you're thinking what I think you think we are, then I also have someone I would like your help looking for. Let's both say their name on the count of 3.
He's kind of into the idea. No. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Naja. No.
Yeah.
All right. So Isla Hart
That's me.
That's you. I want us to pick up pretty much right where we left off last time. Maybe roll it back just like a little bit to really kind of suss out what happened. Because you just kind of were like, I do a radio show. This is kind of the vibe.
Right.
And then we ended the episode. So I want to tick us back. You're at Mark's place. You're doing the difference. Specifically, your the whole thing you rolled for was to get people to like walk, ride bikes. What did I think Freddie referred to it as acoustic movement.
Oh, jeez.
And so that was the vibe. You rolled pretty well on it. Awesome. Will you crack me off just like a little bit of what that bad boy sounded like? Like, sort of as you're getting towards the end of your radio show, like, what's happening?
Perfect. So I think that Isla, it's towards the end of the show, like you said. Mm-hmm. And, kind of like, everyone at school, there's this saying going around that's been really interesting to me. Everyone's saying, thanks, Michelle Obama, because she took away our sugary snacks and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure she doesn't really know about Harborville, but maybe she does. But think of what she's doing. She's making us have a healthier lifestyle. And why should we stop it at the cafeteria? Why should only school kids be affected? I say, what better way to say thanks, Michelle Obama, than to walk everywhere?
And as you're sort of, kind of starting to wrap down, you get flagged down by Grim while you're talking. And she has a notebook that's open, and on it you see written are the words "hold each other accountable." And she's like highlight this. Is she's sort of producing you to.
Mm. And we have to hold each other accountable. And so if you see someone driving, you should totally stop them.
And as you're saying that, kind of like what you had discussed with Grim previously about kind of using your abilities together, you feel your words suffused with this sort of, for lack of a better word, grim sort of vibe that sort of mixes with your own and heads out onto the airways as you're talking to, hold each other accountable. If you see someone driving, stop. And you feel just like that your words mixed with Grim's are shot out to great effect.
God.
Your show ends and Grim goes, thank you so much. I just thought it was very important. The message you're speaking, these humans holding each other accountable. It's very, very important, right? And she kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, just kind of looking at you very intently. Right.
If we want to make some change, everyone has to play their part. We're all in this together.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to get my things. And as Grim steps away, Mark kind of gives you a look like, can I talk to you? Over here.
Yeah, I'll walk over to him.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Hart, how much do you, really know about Grim?
She's one of my classmates.
Okay, well, look, I'm just saying it's someone who's worked with you for a bit. I think, you're a pretty great person. And I just want to look out for you. That she gives me the heebie-jeebies in a big way. So maybe just be careful.
What do you mean?
I don't know. She just kind of freaks me out.
That's not very nice, Mark. Why? 'Cause she's a woman?
No, it's
she's different. She has white hair.
It's the intent, I think, behind her eyes.
I think you're seeing things, Mark.
I'm just concerned for you is all. Look, if Grim's great and all, awesome. I'm just letting you, look, I've got a lot of experience with rough and tumbled folks, and I just want to make sure you're not getting yourself in with people who are going to take advantage of you is all.
I can take care of myself. Thanks, though.
Okay, Miss Hart. Sort of as you're wrapping up, Julian and Grim sort of both step in, like, you know, like bags and stuff already, like, ready to go. And the Grim goes, "Are you ready, Isla?"
Quite. And she'll spin around.
Have a good night, everybody.
Like being mean to Mahler.
And you head out into the night. Where are you off to? You've got, like, this party tomorrow. Are you, like, going to get anything ready for that? Like,
yeah. Is there any, like, I think we established there was, like, a big box store around, or is that in Jetsville?
we had said that there was, like, not like a big box, but like a normal size grocery store, you know, like a Mark's, like a Giant Eagle,
That's
like that kind of a thing.
We will go there to start. Is Maine one of those states that has the liquor store, like, attached to?
We can say it is. I have no idea what the liquor laws were in 2010.
You don't know this?
Yeah, we can, I mean, like, there's obviously, like, you know, like, Kai works in, like, a liquor store, but, like, you know, licenses are weird. Sometimes, yeah, you know, like, Ohio, you have to have that, like, state-sponsored one.
Okay.
I'm not sure what Maine's are, but we'll say that, yeah, they've got, like, a nice, like the nice one, where you can get, like, that high-proof stuff.
So
like
Kai's is more like gas station.
Yeah, it's more like you know, like a carry out. Yeah, it's got the, you know, the like, you can get, like, you know, Fireball, like up to about, like, 40 proof.
Okay.
Is the kind of stuff you can get at Kai's place. But yeah, the super nice one at the grocery stores where you can get, you know, your Bacardi 151 and, you know, like your really nice, like, whiskeys and scotch and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay. So, as we go to whatever grocery store there is, we'll, like, get the snackies, we'll get the paper plates, things like that, and then we'll stop into the liquor store.
Awesome. So, yeah, when you start heading towards that, you get maybe a few blocks away, and Julian does, like, the pocket pat and goes, "Left my phone. I'll catch up with you guys. I'm going to go grab that."
Are you sure you're going to go alone?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah, he gives both of you, you and Grim, sort of, you know, a look goodbye, waves, and he's going to head back to Mark to get his phone. Okay, Avery.
Yes.
Me. You're struck by an eerie feeling.
Okay.
It's like a wave of dread overtakes you. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's like you're like a big, like, wave of it, like town wide.
Am I feeling it, like, through my Raven powers, or does it feel like it's so powerful I would have felt it anyway?
It's like your Raven powers are picking
so, like,
it
I'm
up.
feeling like the fear from the Raven powers.
It's not necessarily fear.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, you know, your powers, you know, they've got a flavor. Mm-hmm. They're, you know, sort of attuned. It's something that your powers are kind of, like, attuned to. Okay. Picks this up. And while it's happening, you're seeing, you don't really see it much by the people that are walking by. A couple people are kind of responding. People, like, you're seeing, like, especially people that have, like, headphones on. Mm-hmm. But especially the people that are driving by in their vehicles, you're seeing that, like, a very strange, like they're all receiving almost a call to action. Okay. Happening.
And it's just the people, like, in their cars and listening to stuff?
In their cars, listening to stuff. Which, like, I mean, like, at this time, like, you probably know that a certain someone's on the radio.
Exactly. When did iHeartRadio come out?
iHeartRadio came out, one second. iHeartRadio, I can't, but start year, I don't know. Oh, well, 2011 marked the official launch of the free all-in-one iHeartRadio service that we know now. But there was iHeart stuff before that.
Okay. If my phone is capable, I would like to tune in to Isla Hart's new radio station.
Yeah. Isla's talking about, specifically over the next, like, day or so, like, a big push to get people to, like, you know, walk, bike, like things that don't cost, don't cause like the burning of like fossil fuels and that kind of stuff. But then specifically at the end, she adds in that people out there, it's important to hold each other accountable. If you see people like driving around, stop them. And when that happens, you're feeling like, you've experienced like the cult of personality that is Isla, right? Like I feel like you've probably caught her radio shows when she's tried to, like get the town to do stuff before. And there's something darker that seems to have latched onto this. And I think, as you're, like listening in, like you're hearing like the very end of this broadcast, you're seeing all this happening. You're seeing specifically you're seeing people that were driving, pulling over and abandoning their vehicles. You're seeing people that like continue to drive. You're seeing people like stand in front of their cars, like a couple people literally like flag down someone and start like opening their car door trying to get them to stop driving.
Jesus. I think I would.
Yeah, it's not like in like a mass scale at least at this time. Like you're seeing like a couple instances of it. Like it's not like like the whole town suddenly like went berserk, but like it's not. It doesn't like seem like a good thing that's happening.
So I mean, Avery's gonna text Isla.
Gotcha.
And basically the text that I send is like somewhere along the lines of, "What the hell are you doing? This isn't making anything better."
Awesome. Are you doing anything else? Are you gazing? Are you doing anything else about this?
So I would like to gaze.
Okay, give me a gaze.
Let me roll it.
You don't roll on roll 20 for this one.
No, I roll right here. Which, so that's a 7.
Yeah, your eyes cast skyward. Similarly to like kind of like what you were looking at lunch earlier today, in the last like episode, where you had overheard Isla kind of making all of these plans, trying to kind of mess with Cooper, and you're like, what's going on here? And you're seeing like the literal like pings of like the radio waves that are going across the town. And that darkness that is sort of latching onto it, you're seeing come directly from Grimm. Grimm somehow like added something into this. And you're seeing after that, you're seeing Isla, you're seeing Grimm, you're seeing Julian leaving. And the three of them all seem to have split up.
Isla, Grimm, and Julian?
Isla, Grimm, and Julian are all separate.
Okay. So I come out of that gaze, and I look around, and I look for Jason and Kanan, because we've had a lot of conversations about not doing stupid things on our own. And I just got punched in my face by doing a stupid thing on my own. So I want to go confront Grimm. But I want to be able to tell my friends that I didn't go alone.
Fair enough. It's very funny you said that, because as you come out of your gaze, you're hearing along with like a very lame sounding like you see Cooper on a moped.
Stop.
With just a couple people like running after him and like angrily waving at him, and he's like, get away from me, what are you doing? Stop, I'm trying to drive, this is dangerous. As he's trying to avoid the people that are trying to stop him from driving this little moped around.
I think, so Avery, I'm gonna run out into the road. Not in front of the moped, but my goal is to kind of like hop on the back of it.
Oh, okay. How do you want to do this? Is this a volatile roll?
Like, I don't know if it's like
is this a runaway?
I don't know if it's a runaway. Like, what do you think?
Oh God. I mean, either way, you're probably gonna end up rolling dark, right? Because of volatile. Yeah. And you've got Bustapalis. So yeah, why don't you just make like, we'll call it like a basic volatile roll or a dark roll.
That is a 10.
That's a 10. That's a full success. It looks pretty rad. You say like it's like a slow-mo. You have like your ice pack and you like slow-mo, like, throw it to the side and, like, run it. And Cooper's like, what are you doing? And you sort of, like, as he's going, kind of get the right direction and just, like, grab his waist and just, like, hop on the back. And he's like, holy shit, that was cool.
Keep driving,
and
Cooper.
What is going on? And you kind of do a little as he sort of guns it a little bit. But in actuality, you're kind of moving like Ron Stoppable in the Kim Possible movie on his moped. That's like
good. Yeah, I will kind of direct Cooper to like keep going at least till we get away from like the crux of the people that are following.
Yeah.
And maybe like gesture for him to pull over once we get kind of free of that.
All right, what is going on?
Okay, Cooper. I have a question for you.
Okay.
And your answer will determine how this is going to happen.
Okay.
You said that you're not surprised by the fact that there's more out there.
Correct.
You want to see even more?
I've got my nunchucks in my bag. Let's do it.
I think it is imperative that I tell you that I don't think those will work against what we're up against.
You think I'm going to be worse off with nunchucks than I will be without nunchucks?
No, but I do think I should tell you what you might be walking into here.
Okay, first and foremost, why are people trying to yank me off of my moped?
That's kind of why I'm here.
Okay.
You know Isla's radio show? The new one.
Yeah.
The one that's very...
The difference, yeah.
Eco-friendly.
A little preachy, but I get it.
Yeah, basically today she said that people should stop driving. And with the help of someone's very enthusiastic, I don't know, influence, I guess would be a good way to put it. People are physically stopping others from driving. This isn't just let's be good for the environment for 24 hours. No, this is hold people accountable because my weird supernatural voodoo told you to.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
So, Cooper, I was told several times not to run headfirst into danger alone.
Okay, so me and my nunchucks, we got your back. All right, Kanan.
Yes.
Kanan Talbot. You are sitting outside. You know, you're with Avery. You're with Jason. Avery just got her face punched. The Stu crew are on their way. Mm-hmm. Very quickly. Avery takes off after it seems like she got like a weird sort of
But
vibe.
I will let her do her thing.
And she goes to take off, and then Jason gets a phone call from his mom, who is been discharged, which you can immediately assume probably your aunt has as well. Mm-hmm. But she is going to meet with this FBI agent and asks if Jason would tag along. Mm-hmm. So he goes to meet his mother to do that, which leaves you to wait for the Stu crew to show up.
Yes.
Not long passes. You got Holden walks up to you first. Followed by the remaining three of them, and says, "Hey, where all of your friends are gone?"
Yeah, the vibe here is really weird.
I get that.
But you guys, has Gael Gunn been fucking with you at all?
Not with us, no.
Okay.
I mean, like I can tell, like he just kind of fucks with people. Just in like a bully sort of way, but like
yeah, he's taking it farther and farther, and
in what regard? Like in a we should definitely be worried about it sort of way, or
well, if he's not fucking with you guys, you don't need to be worried. I, however, am. I will say, and I'm going to preface this with I'm okay, I'm fine.
okay.
He did beat the shit out of me the other day.
Yeah, we heard.
I kind of let it happen, but just like fucking 5 minutes ago, he apparently punched the shit out of Avery.
Oh, Okay, well that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Um,
Have you let Holden know about the connection between Gael and all of the suited individuals?
Not yet. So, like I said, dealing with family stuff. My aunt has been in the hospital along with Jason's mom. They got jumped by a bunch of people in suits. We're pretty sure we know the organization they're with, but
Is it? You hear Sophie coming. Is it the one that Jason worked for?
you know about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've discussed. You were at Holden's house like yesterday.
Yeah.
And we talked about the connection. and
Well,
stuff.
I wasn't in the room.
Yeah, Holden blushes just like a little bit.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. I was trying to be cryptic because I don't want to spill my friend's beans, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beans.
And Gael was with them.
Oh. Sophie says, so he's connected then.
Somehow, I will
Do you
say
know where
that
he went?
as far as we know, there wasn't any prior connection that we knew of. But he was definitely there with them. So,
Awesome. Do you know where he went? You see just like fire in her eyes. Like she's like, oh, I'm gonna like go fuck this guy.
Kanan
It's
is
the kind of
having
the vibe.
a very hard time not cracking a slow smile. And I'm like, I don't know for positive, but I might be able to find out. And I kind of like look at Holden for approval, almost like gauging his reaction.
He gives you this look like she's in a weird place, so I'm gonna go with it, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna try and... Yeah, you're a lot cooler than I gave you credit for.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just really apprehensive of you guys at first. No offense.
I mean, yeah, we came in, we tried to ruin your best friend's life, so...
Yeah, so,
I get it.
I think we're gonna get along, friend. But yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and, basically, nose to the ground, follow that scent.
I'm picturing just normal Kanan, but like
As
a
human?
cartoon bloodhound. Hey, like butt up,
Yeah.
like just... the four of them saying like, should we follow or?
I'm kind of like, yeah, come on. Just
okay.
be cool about this, okay? Please don't try to make comments. Just
you hear at some point Holden goes, ow. And you, for the first time, you hear Vive talk and go, stop checking out their ass.
I'm gonna like, I figure Kanan would hear that, and like hearing him say ow, I turn back like really alarmed at first, and then the stop checking out their ass, I feel like Kanan kind of like, I put my butt up more.
Yeah, Vive, is this probably the first time you've ever heard Vive say anything?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a very Raven from Teen Titans sort of quality of just like, stop checking out their ass. And he's like, sorry. And then sees that you stick it out just a little farther, and then you kind of hear a huh.
And then I'm gonna keep trying to like follow the smell of this blood, basically this trail.
Awesome. Yeah, you follow the trail across town a bit, and it looks like there's like the hospital in town, but you follow the trail to what looks like a small like clinic almost.
Okay. I'll just
Like a minute clinic,
Yeah.
that kind of a
I'm just
vibe.
gonna let them know, like, it looks like he may have gone into the urgent care. I don't know how we approach this. I feel like if we're not family, we can't just walk in like, hey, is this guy here?
Sophie says, "Yeah, I'll go take a look around the room." And Vive go like immediately like grabs her arm and it's like, "I'll go. Just stay here." Filling her role, and goes and walks into the clinic. A minute or so later, ends up walking out. He's not in the waiting room, so I'm assuming that if he's there for any reason, they probably brought him back.
Okay,
So what's the play? Do we want to wait here, or...
Can I take a lap around the building to see, like, how many other exits there are?
Sure. Yeah, you go around. There's the main exit. You see like a second one in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Just probably to ease congestion in the event of some sort of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people are going to probably be in the waiting room. And then you see one just kind of back of the building, which is probably just the back exit in case anyone needs to, in the farther back areas needs a quicker way out. So like 3 doors total.
Okay.
2 emergency, 1 normal.
I'd come back to the group and I'd kind of say, well, I think it would be a little silly to go in there and especially cause a scene in a medical care facility, because I don't know how he's going to act and I don't want anyone else to get hurt, but I also don't want to let him get away. So I say we just kind of stake this out, maybe post 1 or 2 of us on each like door, and shoot a text to a group chat to, like, if we see him, the rest converge on that area, and then I say we just fucking jump him.
I'm in, Sophie says.
Yeah, because personally, I'm sick of this, and I would like to try and handle this another way, but I don't think another way is going to work.
All right, let's tear back the veil here. I work for a division of the FBI that look into certain oddities, let's call them. And
Sure.
About 9 years ago, we had another agent go rogue, for lack of a better term. And I think that she is heading something that the 2 of you have been involved in.
I think that sounds right so far.
All right. Good.
So just to make sure that I'm following this right, she was a part of your group.
You said she, and he sort of nods to that.
He said she
Oh,
too.
did I say she?
Already.
Okay,
yes, you
awesome,
already said
then
she.
never mind. I let it slip. Ha
ha.
All right, continue. Sorry.
Because this rogue agent, so she worked for your group for federally? Is it a nationwide thing?
Yeah, like I said,
Okay.
we're a division of the FBI. So.
And so she founded the local branch after going rogue?
It's not so much from what I can figure, whatever she's heading now, it's not so much just a local thing. You've got a branch that operates locally, yeah, but there appears to be cells of... Do you have a name for what? Who you worked for?
Oh my god, do I have a proper name for this?
I don't think we ever actually
Maybe
named
I don't.
it. I think you just referred to it as the home office forever.
Yeah. There was a government agency called Obsidian. That's the one that Mashburn is.
It's probably
with,
a safe
assume.
bet.
But now I just called it the home office.
Yeah, I
this
think we
entire
just
time.
only refer... I mean, like, which kind of made sense. Like, it's kind of like a shadowy sort of thing. So, like, not even having an official name, like, kind of fits.
No, we just called it the home office.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Anyway, we've been tracking her for a very long time. Trying to, apprehend her. But last year she resurfaced a little bit. Her efforts very much centered on this town. We've gleaned a little bit of information as to the goings on, but info's been a little sparse. But she seems to still be circling. And if the attack is any indication, I'm assuming she's circling for you? He says, looking at the 2 of you.
That's probably fair. We pissed her off a little bit a while back.
Wonderful. So, would you, both of you, Deborah, when you're feeling, able to be on your feet for A bit. Like to take on sort of like a short-term deputizing of my department in attempts to taking Nadja down.
I have a couple questions that will ultimately probably end in a yes.
Okay.
But what would that entail?
I mean, just supporting the investigation, doing what you do best, just with a little bit of information sharing, any sort of resources. The few resources I have access to at the moment can be put to help. It's just a partnership of sorts. You would be compensated for your aid.
Jason twitches into you see his arm move as if to do a fist pump, and then he's and he pushes it down.
Keep it down.
I think that sounds good. What do you think? Looking at my mom,
your mom looks extremely worried, because at first, everything after your dad, after she was attacked, the attack, it was her on the line, right? But now, it's you on the line, and you can see that she's a little tentative about that. Not tentative. What's the word I'm looking for? Hesitant is the word. Thank you. Yeah. She's concerned for you, her child, after her husband was killed by the same people less than a year ago. I don't know if I am a fan of Jason being involved in this, but if I know my son at all, and she kind of pinches your thigh, does that mom thing and pinches the underside of your thigh. I don't know if your mom ever did that to you. My mom did that to me all the time. He tends to find trouble even when I don't want him to. So I think ultimately it's up to him. I will probably be a week or so until I am able to kind of take part. So Jason, what do you think?
I mean, I want to do it. And I also think that even if I didn't want to do it and said no, I think it would find me on its own eventually anyway. So, might as well be proactive.
Very good. He gets into his bag, pulls out another flip phone. That one is, good at hindering interference. My number's already programmed in there, and he slides one to each of you for contacting me. Deborah, I'm assuming you're probably going to be out for this one. Jason, I do have a little bit of a lead, if you'd like to check it out with me.
I'd like to know what it is at the very least.
I believe one of Nadja's lieutenants, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know the hierarchical structure of your ex-business. Is in a warehouse in town.
Okay. Huh. Are you checking in? Are you checking it out now?
I'm going to go check it out. If you want to back me up, you can.
I'll come with you.
All right, let's do this.
We gotta get her goons.
Yeah, Deborah goes, please be careful.
I always am. Wink.
Yeah, except for that, as you're leaving, he's except for that time you went missing for several days. Okay.
That wasn't my fault.
That's the whole thing. And yeah, you take off with Agent Mashburn. As he gets to the car, you see him put his bag in and put on a gun belt that has a revolver holstered on it. As he kind of is getting in go mode. Do you have any sort of? I don't know what you can do necessarily.
Not at the moment.
Do you not have anything right now? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still zap stuff to you. Can you not?
Wait,
I think you still have the thing that you can conjure your weapons or whatever.
I can.
Yeah, because I think you got your dart back, and you also have that big. Was it not a Nodachi? That's a big sword. Whatever the big club thing is, you also have one of those, I believe.
I do, but I guess I have the club still, because I remember I gave the dart to.
Oh yeah, you gave it to
symbolically,
Sophia, yeah, so
and technically, I think. Mechanically, I could reconjure it, but I'm not going to.
But yeah, you got access to your big old club, I think.
Yeah, but I'll bring the club.
You got that in whatever weird pocket place you pull that thing from.
Yeah.
And awesome. Yeah, you hop in. Yeah, you go. For the listeners, it's probably a warehouse right by where the real bad stab happened last season. The real bad stab that happened last season. You pull in like right onto the curb on the street outside, and he goes, "Okay, I have no idea what to expect in here. So let's just take it real quiet, real slow, just make sure we're." But yeah, we'll just take it a little bit at a time, clear the place, see if we can find, as you referred to them, a goon.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess let's.
Yeah.
Let's
he slaps like one of like the vests on. Do you want one?
Sure.
Cool.
That's probably not a bad idea. My mom would want me to wear it.
Awesome.
Zzz, zzz. With my fucked up bat.
Your big fucked up bat. And you head inside. It's the big sort of like butcher house, like slaughterhouse doors, like like big metal, like as you slide the thing open, like barn doors style, and start walking your way in. And as you do that, as you make your way inside, the door behind you, you hear, "Ha ha ha ha! Fucking finally, Jason Chen," coming from elsewhere in the warehouse. You probably don't remember me at all, but I remember you. And you watch as like a big black tarp gets like, and you see a big tank of water. And in that tank of water, you see a bunch of eels swimming around. You escaped our clutches from Death of 1,000 Cuts, and now it's time for you to face the eels! And you continue on towards the grocery store, the liquor store. You start loading up on some things. Awesome. So yeah, you, here's the question. Where are you getting the money for this? Did you rob another person? Because you have done that before.
I was going to say, so maybe on our way in, yeah, it's going to have to be that.
Rad. Awesome. I feel like, especially when Darker Self, you're using your powers sort of indiscriminately at the moment. I think you just do it. In their face, or
I
feel like at this point you could probably talk someone out of a wallet.
Yeah.
Where you're at right now, you could probably just tell
them to give it to me.
Yeah, just be like, I'm really short for cash. Do you have any? And someone's like, yeah, sure. There you go. Take all of it.
I think that is what we'll do for the cash, for the snacks and things.
Nice.
But I think I'd like to try a little something different for the liquor.
Oh, okay. What are we going for?
Okay, we're there.
Yeah, you're there. You say you get your paper plates, all of the sort of accoutrement that you might need for your party, and then you step into the liquor store area.
I think that Isla feels that the liquor person, like the salesperson, the cashier, owes her this.
Okay.
I don't know if this person is a little bit older than Isla, so would still kind of be in her.
Yeah, I would say you
knowledge.
You see, you're still relatively new to the town, so older people probably wouldn't know super well, but you can tell the person working the counter, they're 22, they're a relatively young person. And you can assume most people living in this town probably went to the high school, so that they graduated maybe 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
So they might know some people that who knows.
So I think we'll grab a good selection
of a little bit of everything.
Right. We need to have a bar. And I think it's just a matter of walking up to the cash register. Could we have some bags?
So for all of this? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yes. Yeah. I gonna need to ring them out first.
No, that's okay.
Are you attempting to do a thing for this,
I don't know what. I guess catcher in the rye, but I'm not performing.
Why don't you roll me a hot check?
Okay, I can do
it's
that.
A charm sort of thing.
Sure.
You're using your feminine wiles. to charm someone. Your siren-y goodness.
That's right. Yeah, let's just say it's just that.
Awesome.
Not my dice having to update. There we go. Okay. 8.
8. So a mixed success.
Yes.
So, give me 2 seconds. Boop, boop, boop. So they have the options to give themselves to you, promise something I think you want, or get embarrassed and act awkward. Awesome. So you just choose one from the action. Yeah, I mean, I'll think of the simple one. Kind of what you're looking for is promise something that they think you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. You know. That's totally fine.
You're so nice.
Yeah, you can see like she's sort of like draping herself over
Yeah.
the counter, you know, like she's trying to like, you know, doesn't know quite what to do with her hand. So she's just kind of moving it like under her chin, and then like, you know, like it's like resting on her cheek, and then it's like brushing through her hair, and she's trying to like
Bat her eyelashes.
bat her eyelashes at
Yeah.
you.
You're so nice and generous.
You're so nice. Yeah. Can I help you get these to your car?
No. We have arms.
Okay. Will you call me sometime?
Sure.
Okay. And she like is scrambling around for anything to like, write her phone number down. She ends up like ripping open the receipt like machine and just like unfurls the whole roll, and it goes real big, and it goes over the counter and starts rolling down one of the aisleways, and she rips off a chunk of it and writes her phone number down.
Actually, I think my friend here is making some eyes at you. Mind if I give her your phone number?
Yeah, whoever. She hands it over to you. It's got her phone number. There's a heart next to it, and above it, it says Lindsay, but it's spelled LIN-Z.
Oh, gosh. Nice.
Yeah, just call. You can call or text or whatever.
Grim,
Yeah.
say thank you to Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. I will call you. Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's
Bye.
like a very slow, like grabbing the neck of the bottle and like sliding it across.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You grab the one bottle, and Tiny Grim picks up the
All of it.
bags of the rest of it and follows after you.
Yes.
Holden speaks up. What's, I guess, your end goal here?
Get him to stop. I mean, now, okay, I don't want to like get him like his heart to stop, but I mean,
Well, I guess that was the question that I was asking.
yeah, I mean, I kind of don't know what to do, and I feel like he only responds to violence. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also would kind of like to try and figure out if something else is going on with him, because I mean, we've seen other people influenced by outside catalysts. It's possible he is. I don't know. He's always been kind of a dick, but not like this, man. I know you guys don't know him from years before, but he's always been a little shit, but never like outright beating people up or punching girls in the face. Like,
Yeah, Sophie's like, yeah, if I've heard anything, it's that he was just sort of more of like a manipulator and like just kind of a shit.
yeah,
right?
like a shitty class clown kind of thing. Like,
just a mean dude.
yeah. So I'm wondering if something else is going on, and I like to try and give people the benefit of the doubt. If there's something else going on and it's not his fault, we can figure it out. But if it's him and it's only him, then he fucking made his bed and he can lie in it. You know what I mean? Now, why are you so amped on him?
Because he's connected to this Nadja woman.
Okay. Do you think it might have something to do?
Well, I mean, he attacked your aunt and Jason's mother with the lot of them, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, do you think, like, our family's connected to yours? Is what I mean.
I mean, not necessarily. I just know that Nadja's the one that put the hit on my sister.
Yeah. Which,
And so if this is an avenue to get me to there.
again, I know this is probably sounds hollow or empty, I am still sorry for that. So, yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. I can't say that I've gone through the same thing, but I can empathize, so.
That, and, Jason is supposed to help me get to her, and if there's one less obstacle in your way to do that, then the better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so what door do people want?
I'll say me and Holden will take the back.
Awesome. Yeah, you go to head off with Holden. You hear Vive go, behave to Holden. I always behave. What are you talking about?
I'm just going to, look at Vive and just go, I get it, but it's business time. I'm focused, okay?
I wasn't worried about you.
I know, but I'll keep him focused too.
Good. She says, Sophie, I'll go with you. Gia, if you want to get the other door, just keep an eye on the main door. We'll get the other emergency exit.
And I'll give the rest of them my number as well and form a group chat.
Yeah. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are staking out it maybe 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I think one second.
I feel like I'm making bad decisions here. But
Not making bad decisions. I just have to think of all of the things I have.
No, I mean just as a whole.
Yeah. 30 minutes happen, and it, ish, and then the door that you're guarding flies open. Because lest we forget, you're in the maze, so he knows where you are at all times.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
And goes, oh, it's so nice of you to come check up on me, Talbot, and slams the door closed behind him. He looks super vascular, like someone would look super kind of juiced after a fresh workout. He looks pumped up.
Okay.
And is just coming in real hot. I think you're the one. He knew where you were. I think he's coming for you first, and I think it's just there's probably some trees and stuff near the thing. I think he just comes rushing out and puts a shoulder into your scent, maybe 20-25 feet back, and just boom, hit a tree. Mark a harm.
Yeah, I figured if I fly 20 feet.
Holden, what you see from Holden, actually, you see him hold an arm out, straight in the air, he's holding onto something, and puts two fingers up and draws back, and you see just a faint outline of a bow form that he lets loose.
Hell yeah!
And you just see air shaped like an arrow just right into the back of one of the arms of Gael. And he whips his head around. What are you going to do?
Basically, at this point, I'm going to half shift like Apex Predator.
Awesome.
And I'm just going...
It's 3:45 in the afternoon. You're having a werewolf fight.
I'm half shifted. I'm not full shifted.
I love it. No,
and I'm just going to kind of hit that tree.
Yeah.
See Holden draw back, and I'm like, oh, this is the moment. And I just swing claws out, and I'm sprinting at him.
Awesome. Hit it.
And so, give me just a second here. I can't remember if my thing changes. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, actually, here's a question. Did Gael take any harm from the arrow thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was harmed by the arrow?
Okay. Because I now have a new thing, Scent of Blood. Add 1 to all rolls against those who have been harmed in this scene already.
Let's see. And you have been harmed in this scene already? Yeah, awesome. Yeah. You have a +1 to your roll.
Yes.
Fucking hit it. Dude, y'all.
14!
Yeah, as you can see, Jason also rolled a really good volatile before you did.
Man.
That's a big hit, dude. Awesome. So, yeah, you just come in, claws out.
I come in, claws out, and I'm going to basically take both, sweep them up, and I want to try and do my best to catch under his rib cage.
Oh, under the ribs?
Yeah, and lift.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, you come in, both claws, and it's like you get like your thumbs in almost first, like between like the second or third rib up, and your hands just scoop up under the ribs. You just hear Gael go, "Whoa!" As you're grabbing him. That does freeze him up for a moment because of your full success, and he cannot act. Okay. So what would you like to do?
I'm basic.
You see Holden's got like bow drawn, and is just like waiting to see what you're doing because you're very close, and and he doesn't want to something go awry.
I'm gonna like take
here.
that like he's, and then I'm going to like use that momentum, and I'm gonna slam him as hard as I can on his back on the ground.
Awesome. Give me another roll
because I want to like really wind him. That one's a
Holy
12.
shit.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, you're kicking his ass already.
And I'm like,
so you,
boom! And I kind of, we can end this one of two ways, Gael.
While you're talking, you do hear sort of a rush of water that sort of stops nearby as Gia comes into view.
Okay. I got nervous.
And very similarly, like you've already kind of got Gael frozen. You see Vive come running up real quick, and she pulls off her sunglasses and looks Gael in the eye, and she just says, "Stay down." If you get like a glimpse of them from the side, you see Serpent's eyes.
Ooh.
And the slitted pupil of it seems to just like fluctuate very quickly, and you see the same thing happen in Gael's eyes as you feel his whole body tense.
Ooh.
I just want you to be really, really sure that you know what this is that I'm potentially asking you of, or asking of you, because we have in the past come up against things like cosmic eldritch horror and corrupt government supernatural reapers, and now it seems we're up against a literal dark being from another dimension that I brought back when I was brought back to life.
Awesome. Hey, I know what to expect. I watch Vampire Diaries. It's just an episode of Vampire Diaries, but a little more involved.
So Cooper, I literally just told you that I was brought back to life, and you are just fine with it?
Well, people die in that show and they get brought back to life like all the time, like literally all the time. It kind of ruins the agency and like it makes it feel far less perilous. You know what I mean? What were we talking about?
The fact that I died?
Yeah, I'm really sorry that happened to you.
You are an enigma, Cooper Toth.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, well, let's go confront a literal nightmare.
Oh, okay. So we should leave my moped here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. Cool. He gets out of the off, pulls his backpack around, pulls nunchucks out, and like sticks them into like his waistband. Couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt.
No, I guess you're right. And I'm gonna probably gaze again to find where Grim is, because I don't want to be like roaming around.
Awesome. Yeah. Give me another gaze.
That is a 10 to gaze.
That's a full success.
And also Cooper
awesome.
is watching me gaze for the first time.
Awesome. Yeah, so it's what Cooper sees. Your eyes go all raven-like. And he doesn't see anything with your like tattoo or anything happen, right?
I have my jacket.
You have jacket on, as per usual. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. As you're sort of going into it, you just hear, what? This is crazy. And yeah, you send your vision out again. You're like traffic copter-ing, just full on looking for someone. It's like you've got the whole little spotlight thing going on.
Yeah.
And you do pinpoint Grim. Grim seems to be like it seems to like they're running like a menial like errand. You heard stuff about a party, and she is out enthusiastically trying to prepare for this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just try to head to a spot where she is at or headed to.
Yeah, you're kind of seeing her path. You can, there's like the liquor stores around that way. Lots of sort of alleys you can try to, like, if you're trying to like corner her or like have like a conversation, you could probably set up like a little, hey, kind of moment. Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. So yeah, you land. Yeah, and you're probably chilling for like a couple minutes as you're waiting. Cooper's sitting there like doing that nunchuck thing where you like put it over your arms and then catch it with the other one.
Is he good at nunchucks?
He looks like he has practiced like 4 or 5 moves a lot, and he is just doing those 4 or 5 in repetition.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's definitely overestimating his effectiveness with them. But like it's something you can hit someone with, so like it couldn't hurt. Will it help though? Who knows? But granted, nunchucks are one of those weapons where you could hurt yourself.
I know.
Pretty
I'm
good.
just waiting for him to knock himself out.
Just knock him. Yeah, she could go, and Cooper's out. No. But yeah, as you're waiting, you see the tiny petite form of Grim, her little white bob bouncing as she kind of walks past the sort of alleyway that you're in. What do you do?
Hi, Grim.
She stops. Before she even looks, you see a smirk sort of come on her face and turns to you. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Getting my exercise in. I don't know if you've heard, but nobody's allowed to drive in this town today.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
A whole carbon neutral day. I think that sounds lovely.
Yeah, it does. Except the part where you have citizens running out in front of cars and ripping people from the driver's seat because they aren't listening to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, Isla.
Well, it's very important to hold each other accountable. If we don't, look what happens.
Yeah, look what happens. So, Grim, I believe you owe me something.
What's that?
I don't know. Supernatural version of cab fare, I guess, since I was your ride here.
That took you a bit. Okay.
Sorry, I had much more important things to deal with. You were really low on my list, actually.
I feel like you didn't figure this out until, like, earlier, like, maybe this week. I've been on your nose for almost a year now.
Yeah, but the things you've done have been so menial that truly just not on my radar.
Okay. Hi, Cooper. You are seeing, just as this conversation has already started, just like in the little bit it's been going, Grim kind of, her normal sort of demeanor, this sort of like spacey kind of weird kind of vibe, it's gone. It's completely gone. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, she says, hi, Cooper. He goes, oh, hey, Grim. Wait, we're here to stop you? He looks to you.
I kind of give Cooper like a mini nod.
Cool. Awesome. He's got nunchucks. I like that.
Was that Grim?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can never be too careful when dealing with things like you.
Well, you're the expert, aren't you?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you realize this, considering the fact that it was only me essentially rising from the dead that brought you back, but I am really hard to stop, Grim.
That's true. You're very powerful. Like your friends. You're all very, very impressive. But there's something that you two, all of you guys, maybe not Isla anymore, but that you have that I just don't.
And what's that, Grim?
A heart. And she flicks her fingers, and every shadow in this alleyway lashes out, grabbing Cooper. Both of his arms held out straight, and you watch as one spears from the wall, almost blade-like, to his throat. You wouldn't do anything that would hurt one of your precious little humans. Well, unless you needed something from it, because you've demonstrated that you'll use it on anyone that stands in your way. But I don't think you'd use it on me if it meant that Cooper here would die.
Cooper's gonna be fine. Promise.
Okay, if you say so.
But, Grim, you may not have a heart, but everybody's afraid of something. And I'm gonna use Nevermore.
Okay.
And this is the one where I lash out physically to trap them in a nightmare.
Awesome.
Alright, let's see. Better fucking do well. I'm gonna be so mad if it doesn't. My moves, like, never work when I want them to. So it better right now. 8.
8. So partial success. What is that? Is there anything specific that happens on a partial for Nevermore?
They catch a glimpse of a nightmare and gain the condition haunted.
Noted. Okay.
So I've noticed and I've recognized from what I've deduced that Grim has done to me in the past. And I don't know Grim's nightmare because I haven't used Quoth. But I'm going to give them this nightmare.
Awesome.
It's actually kind of the opposite of what Avery's nightmare was last season. Grim's walking through town and not a single person crosses the street or gets away from them. They all come up. They all like shake her hand and give her a hug. Like they are all just so happy to see her. Not a single person is afraid of her or anything she's doing. There's no fear in this entire nightmare.
That's very interesting. I like that a lot. Yeah, you see as she sits there, oh god. What I guess I don't know if it's a thing you have control over, if it's something I have control over. I'm assuming it's here. You watch almost outwardly her shrivel. Like you're watching like her like pretty pristine skin, like it almost grays just in response to this. And it deals harm, right?
It does when I roll full success.
Full success. Gotcha. And she snaps back to her. And she goes, "I'm already so tired of this." And she flares a hand out, and your vision goes black. We fade in on the misty town of Harborvale, Maine. As we sweep in from the roaring shoreline of the Atlantic, we watch as the residents mill from place to place. Our view shuffles through the quiet streets for just a moment. Our view snags on an electric pole bedecked in posters depicting the images of 3 individuals who have vanished over the last 6 months. We continue through the streets and are greeted by the sound of a bell ringing. The final bell of a school day. Friday night awaits the youths of Harborvale. More specifically, a grandiose party awaits the students of Malcolm Senior High School. And you're standing in Xavier Cipriano's living room, just shy of 1 year before, at a party.
What?
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard, you want to support us, there's a bunch of ways that you can do that, folks. Some super duper easy ones wherever you're listening to us. If you just scroll down, usually it gives you a bunch of options to like rate us with a bunch of stars, to leave a review of some sort. You can like follow or subscribe or whatever the wordage that they use is. If you could just do that, one or all, we would appreciate it. It helps us a bunch. Another super duper easy one is just to tell a couple of folks about us. You know, you tell folks about this podcast, another podcast you like, and then they tell you about a couple, and then you're just tossing podcast recommendations back like it's a big game of backgammon. Not backgammon, what's the word I'm looking for? With the shuttlecock. That is badminton. That's the word. But anyway, get yourself some recs by recommending this show to some other folks. You can also donate to us monthly over on Patreon at patreon.com/Ghostlight Media. You can get some awesome rewards for yourself. Help us a great deal. You can also check out our... No, the heat. It'll be fine. You can also check out our merch store, tpublic.com/store/ghostlight. Get yourself some fantastic merch. We're all over the internet. We have our website at thesesilentsecrets.com. We're on Blue Sky, TikTok at These Silent... at These Silent Secrets, and we're over on Twitter at Silent Secret Pod. At Silent Secret Pod. And you can find all of us individually. You can find Marcus at Marcus RVO. You can find Freddie at Freddie _Pow Pow. Mariah at _Mariah Clawson. You can find Nicole at Nicole Voice. You can find me at That Guy Zach Robb. You can also find Nicole and Di on our YouTube project, Fandom Fuse, at youtube.com/fandomfuse. But that's about everything for this episode, so until next time, may your secrets stay hidden. And may you always have a pair of backup nunchucks.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.